today you're in for a zoo on maximum settings, only without cages and censorship. The cameras have captured what you won't find in biology textbooks: emotions, instincts, wild tempers, and the sudden charisma of our furry heroes. Some are escaping, some are attacking, and some simply decide that today is their day. It's going to be loud, wild, unexpected, and damn captivating. Buckle up, we're diving into the meatiest chronicle of wildlife, where the script is written by nature itself, and it seems to be in top form today. When three leopards met in a clearing, it became clear this wasn't a pride, but a real triple conflict of interest. Elephants. Gentle giants, they said, until they saw two of them staging a gladiator battle the size of a stadium. Two wild cats clashed as if the prize wasn't territory, but the championship belt in feline UFC. And that would be fine if their fight didn't hold more tension than a thriller.
I don't like this. Can you scare them?
The puma didn't expect such fierce resistance. It took more effort than planned, but it prevailed. The mother bear turned into a literal tank when it came to protecting her cubs. An angry mother, not just a beast, but a whole separate natural force. The lion was stalking the buffalo, trying to figure out from which side to bite, but in the end, he barely escaped with his hide. The hunt didn't go as planned. The snake didn't expect the hare to have the spirit of a kung fu master. Judging by how fast she retreated, the long-eared one won on points and without a single bite. A good boy defends the territory. Work is work, even if it means chasing off a multi-ton rhino. The otter decided to chase a crocodile off its territory. It doesn't care that the croc is several times larger and has a mouthful of sharp teeth. The bear's first mistake, attacking a moose cow. Second mistake, trying to run away. A clash of two yokozunas. The Hercules beetle skillfully lifts its opponent with its horn and tosses it off the tatami. Facing a tiger, the bear uses a tried and true trick: stand on hind legs to appear taller. As you can see, it worked. A lioness and a crocodile stared at each other like two diplomats on the brink of war until her fluffy reinforcements arrived. After that, the poor reptile clearly ran out of peaceful options. In the icy waters of the northern latitudes, sea giants have their own showdowns. Who can outshot or outflip the other? There, friendship is like an iceberg, beautiful on top, freezing underneath. Honey badgers dropped by to visit Ethiopian wolves uninvited. The wolves clearly didn't expect small and bold to be a full-blown diagnosis. Two alligators rolled out onto the road and started a brawl like they forgot they were filming for National Geographic, not some street fight chronicle. They say honey badgers fear nothing, and anyone who saw this video doesn't even try to argue.
And we're moving on at the speed of light. All the most interesting things are still ahead.
An impala took off with such speed that the three cheetahs looked like sluggish couriers on a Monday morning. When grace meets panic, salvation is born. The rooster didn't just step into the ring, he went for the courtyard champion title, roasting the dog so hard the pup seemed stunned by the audacity. While wild giants were figuring out who's the boss, a man on an elephant suddenly realized that being up higher doesn't mean being safe, especially when you're in the epicenter of the showdown. A bear climbs a tree fleeing from a dog, and the dog, as if with a rocket tail, latches onto his rear and follows right after, a kind of vertical action blockbuster. A honey badger stood up to three jaguars, small but with the personality of a concrete slab. The question, are you sure you picked the right target, hung in the air along with their reputation. Sweet little horses, you say? Yeah, right, until they start throwing blows worthy of a UFC finale. The stakes are high, especially when you want to be the alpha stallion. Two wild cats staged a battle not over food but for power, and here diplomacy doesn't work, only fangs, grace, and cunning at full blast. Chaos in the frame, a marten, a rabbit, and two panicked birds, every creature for himself, everyone in the fight. And if that's not the crossover of the year, then what is? A rhino decided to show his son how real fighters survive. No lectures, just straight to the forehead. The lesson was short, harsh, and with a moral: stay alert. A buffalo shook the lion so hard that he lost his predator attitude, and the lionesses lost all initiative. Sometimes it's better to let go of the prey than to collect your teeth across the savannah. The dogs barked in chorus, everyone out, and even the bear understood it's better to leave than get his tail kicked. Size doesn't always matter, especially when you're alone and they're three. The lion relaxed in his pride, but that was a mistake. Three lionesses gave him an emotional scolding like he'd forgotten to buy meat again. And judging by their faces, a mane doesn't always equal authority. House cats aren't just about purring, but also BAM! Especially when sharing 1 yard. These showdowns hold more aggression than a Viking drama series. The black swan can also get aggressive with other birds, especially when someone tries to share its space. A lioness attacked a porcupine and regretted it. Now she sits like a post-holiday Christmas tree, shaggy, prickly, and miserable. The fish was patient enough to strike at a pigeon that flew down to drink, but the bird wasn't helpless and managed to escape.
To be honest, I'm speechless after witnessing it. What about you?
A dog ran up to the monkeys out of habit to check the territory and instantly regretted it because they greeted him like true street fight pros. It seems the only reason this eagle is still here is to prove his courage. The monitor lizard charged at the horned ones like a tank without brakes, and no "are you sure you want to keep going" glare could stop him. Power and indifference in one body, a terrifying combo. A fox approached someone else's house, apparently seeking romance or chicken, but the cat on guard explained wordlessly, "Visit's over, tail up, back to the woods." Deer may be symbols of tenderness and holiday cards until Who's Forest mode kicks in. Then hold on to the antlers, this show's gonna be intense. Kangaroos are also down for a full-on boxing match, whether in the savannah or right in the road in front of stunned drivers. The hippo, a quiet, calm guy, but when a crocodile crosses his personal boundaries, he opens his mouth like a garage door. The croc got the message without words, and apparently without a jaw. A liger, the hybrid of a male lion and a tigress, is the largest feline species on Earth, and it knows it.
What a twist! Haven't you expected to see this either, have you?
In this kind of fight, it's hard to tell who's the hunter and who's the prey. Cannibalism is not rare among crocodiles. Adults often snack on younger ones, especially when food is scarce.
Ooh. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him.
An octopus can eat anything small enough, but this shark is just too big to swallow without bursting. During a hunt, a moray eel strikes like lightning. The octopus lost a tentacle, but survived. During penguin nesting season, fights between males are common. A nocturnal rodent tried to sneak into the house, but the house cat turned into a tiger worthy of Tibet. The intruder didn't stand a chance, the furry guard wasn't joking. A four-way ram battle in full-on Mortal Kombat style. Everyone fights everyone, but only one, the strongest, will win. This fox made the mistake of thinking the cat would be easy prey. Another mongoose versus big snake hunt. Several kilos of premium delicious meat, a true feast for the little predator. The dogs have spotted a bear and are alerting their owners. Against such a pack, the bear stands no chance, better to run. The warthog isn't planning to fight a whole group of zebras, but scaring them a bit doesn't hurt. Two mice clashed with such ferocity that predators would have watched with respect. Small, but toothy. Young deer swung their hooves like two fighters warming up before their first match. Proud stares and one clear thought, I'm the boss here. This toad is way too tough for such a flimsy snake. A stingray jumped ashore like a master of tactical retreat while the shark angrily circled in the water, and then it just came back like nothing happened. A little dog tried to pick a fight with a bison, and it was even brave until the bison took down the fence as easily as if it were a paper curtain. Two tigers started brawling against the backdrop of wild nature as if they knew there'd be no referees or replays here, just fangs, claws, and one ending for the both of them.
If you haven't liked this episode yet, now is the best time to do it.
Two zebras locked horns like they were fighting for the sumo champion title of the savannah. Stripes flew, hard to tell whose leg is whose and where victory begins. A pack of dogs surrounded a puma with the enthusiasm of a bravery and recklessness club, and the puma? The puma looked a bit confused. A predator snuck into the nest, but the bird mother took off like a feathered torpedo. Tiny, yes, but good luck reaching those eggs when she's in full combat mode. A bear decided to take a dip in the lake, thinking maybe I'll get lucky with dinner, but the antelope gave him a lesson: how to rewrite the ending of a Predator documentary in 5 seconds. Millennia of training left dogs with an instinctive rule: never mess with the house cat, even if it's acting way too smug. Hunger knows no rules. With no better options, the leopard tries to catch a vulture. If a cat isn't in the mood for cuddles, there's no convincing it otherwise. This applies to humans and other creatures too. This impala male got double trouble, bitten on the nose and sprayed with a foul-smelling secretion. He probably won't return to this spot anytime soon. Contrary to popular belief, the Muscovy duck is not a cross between a duck and a turkey. It's actually a distinct species of duck bred in South America. A magpie targeting a baby rat isn't taking much of a risk. The poor rodent has nowhere to run.
What an incredible footage! We always strive to choose the best content for you.
You're picking the wrong guy to mess with, little cow. A mongoose is too fast for a snake to fight on equal terms. Usual snake tricks don't work. Someone's about to enjoy fresh serpent tartar. Bear fights usually go slowly, more shouting and intimidation than actual physical blows. When you live in rural Australia, uninvited guests regularly show up in your yard, sometimes more than one at a time. A crocodile came into the yard at night like an angry landlord, but the guard dogs weren't the timid kind. One lap, one bark, and the visitor realized this wasn't a river, but private property. Catfights, like their love affairs, are fierce but short-lived. A hunting pack has cornered a puma. The dogs bark furiously, trying to force the cat down from its safe perch. In Yellowstone, you can see a lot, but most of all, epic, giant showdowns where nature doesn't do second takes. Small but mighty, the donkey landed such a kick to the camel's face that dust flew up. Sometimes hind legs speak louder than full height. A tiny mouse stepped out of the shadows and launched a session of psychological warfare. The chickens were in shock, questioning where to run, why live, and who's the real boss here. The cow got tricked so gracefully that she didn't even realize how she ended up thoughtless and without reputation. These two foxes clearly decided that one territory was too small for both of their personalities. Their fight was about to turn into a fluffy apocalypse. No, this isn't a romantic embrace, it's two males fighting for a female's attention. Herding dogs don't always have it easy. Sometimes they get kicked by especially stubborn sheep. All because of the desire to dominate, and when horses lose it from ambition, there's no room left for romance. When rams clash heads with such force that the echo rings through the mountains, there's only one question: how haven't they gotten concussions yet? Zebra and giraffe both seem like aesthetes, but once personal space was invaded, it turned into a drama on long legs. The enclosure's not made of rubber, and their personalities stretch across the savanna. When horned goats slam heads with the power of concrete jackhammers, one question comes up: where's their pain button? Answer: somewhere far off, definitely not in the skull.
Yeah, look at that little. Yeah.
Ostriches do love to mock others, but today they were suddenly reminded just how fast they can run from danger.
What an incredible footage! We always strive to choose the best content for you.
The backyard birds staged a feathery showdown, screeching, flapping, and no breaks. You watch and think, yeah, it's really heating up here.
Kita lihat sejauh mana dia bisa bertahan. Sudah 5 menit lebih.
The African savanna turned into an arena for a duel between two wildebeests who decided that life is a constant charge, horns first. While the dogs were busy with their dog stuff, a spotted cat passed by and froze, watching like a spectator without a ticket. A pinch from a strong claw, that hurts a lot. This toad doesn't take up much space, but it's her space and she defends it fiercely. Don't even think about crawling nearby. A German Shepherd isn't a hunting breed, but resisting such a plump, tasty-looking raccoon is hard even for her.
Mocha. Mocha, come on, come on. Mocha. Hey, Mocha, we better go. Come on, Mocha.
The jaguar and the dog locked into a fight as if the world had shrunk into one toothy conflict. No commands, no hesitation, just instincts, speed, and a battle for the predator crown.
We're sure that our episode has impressed you. In fact, we always strive to choose the best ones for you. And we want to thank our regular subscribers and warmly welcome new ones.